one of my duties, which I'm not sure really how I got hooked into this, is to change the church sign. And I have to do this. So what I try to do is I try to make it where I gotta do it every once in a while. So yeah, so that's what I'm getting ready to do. I've already taken all the letters off I don't need and kept the ones up I do, and now it's time to put it together. I'll show you when I'm done. Alright, there it is, starting. So we've changed our format. We used to do Sunday school, which we then called it life groups, and I don't know, just didn't seem to be going well. We weren't like we were getting anybody else out and all that. So we prayed about it. We were up towards the church and all that, and our worship was 11. So we put it up to our church, and it wasn't a unanimous vote, but it was enough, a majority, that we decided that we were going to go to a 10 a.m. worship. And we were going to do away with Sunday school, but what we're going to do is like a kid zone, and the kid zone is going to have 3 age groups. We're going to have babies to 2-year-olds, 3 through kindergarten, and then 1st through 5th. 3 different ones, and we're going to try to attract different. I wouldn't say attract, probably not the right word, but our goal or purpose is to have our. It's good. They're gonna have somewhat like a Sunday school, but it's gonna be a little bit different. Things will be done different, not like just a normal sit down, and as much it is of all the other stuff that we're doing. So until it actually goes in effect, we'll see how it works. But that's what's happening. And then for the teenagers, we've gotten away. We're going to get away from that Sunday morning, and we're trying to incorporate our church with the adults and the teenagers working together in certain, like just basically in generation is just trying to get. I don't know if that's the right word. Anywho, but we're trying to get the teenagers to work with adults and vice versa, and so we'll see how that goes. So what we'll have is a little bit called the gathering, and we'll get together and basically do what we're doing now, somewhat in a sense that at 9:30 they come in. We have donuts. We connect with each other, do a couple announcements. But the difference is, instead of them going to a life group class, we're gonna sit there for a little bit, just a little bit of time, and have like a Bible talk. Basically, whatever the pastor's gonna preach on that particular day, I'm gonna be giving him like questions to think about while he's preaching it. So we'll see how that goes. And then we've added some other things. We're going back to a small group, more detailed worship, things like that. So that's what we're doing. That's my Tuesday. Then tonight my son has a scrimmage, and the weather, there's some clouds in the sky, but overall this is a gorgeous day. So, and they don't expect any rain, so maybe you'll get a chance to play tonight. Okay, I think that's it for now. Back to work. Wow, let me tell you guys something. It is 1:54 on Tuesday, and we just had an earthquake. That was freakish. The whole building shook. Everything was shaking. A couple things were falling off. It wasn't a heavy one, but look, it took my pictures. It tilted my pictures. I mean, this place rocked, man. I've been in there was another earthquake before in San Diego where you just swayed a little bit, but everything just shook. Folks, if you've never experienced that one, that is a freakish experience. So my pastor's getting ready to look it up online and see anything reported. But wow, I need to call home and find out if it happened at home. That's crazy, guys. Crazy. It's okay. The earthquake happened in Virginia, 83 miles away from DC, and we're probably another 15 miles from there, so we're about 100 miles away, I would say, air miles. It was a 5.9 there. So, and that, I'm telling you what, things fell off the bookshelves. It was crazy. It was crazy. So if it was 5.9 there, I can't imagine. I'm waiting to see the news for that one, but I can't imagine what it was there. Because we shook. I mean, it really shook. It's my second earthquake I've been in, but this one, like I said, is by far the worst one. And we were 100 miles away from the actual earthquake. Wow. Okay. So, family's okay. Everybody's okay. So, but it's just an experience. I can't say any more than that. Alright, I just left Walmart and I picked up some food coloring. One of the things that we're doing at youth group tomorrow night, first of all, we're having water wars, and I'll explain more of that tomorrow's blog. But one of the things that we're doing are tie-dye shirts. Now we're using squirt guns, so yeah, I know food coloring is not the best thing. The dye itself would have worked better, but I think it would have been too much of a mess. So I think the teenagers know that these are not going to be like permanent because we're using food coloring. But anyway, I bought 3 ounces of each color, and I was wondering if that's enough. So if anyone knows how much food coloring to how much water is needed, if you comment below, that would be great. Because I called home and asked, because I forgot to look, and I procrastinated because it's tomorrow. And so if you can comment tonight, then that means if I need to buy more, then I can go buy more tomorrow. So yeah, it's my procrastination. But anywho, remember I said earlier that we were going to my son's football scrimmage, and hopefully we'll get to see him play, and the weather's nice outside. There's no prediction of rain, and well, still, the weather's nice outside. There's still no prediction of rain, but they canceled it. And they canceled it, I'm assuming, because of the earthquake that we had. Maybe some of the schools that were coming in couldn't make it, I don't know. So that just goes to show you that nothing is guaranteed. I mean, there are certain things that are guaranteed, okay? It's guaranteed you're going to die. It's a guarantee. You're not living forever. And there's a couple of things you're guaranteed. But I guess for 99% of this world or things, nothing's guaranteed. And I just had to deal with them. Doesn't matter how great the weather was. Doesn't matter anything like that. I thought everything would be fine, but nope. So there is no guarantees, at least when it comes to weather, football, things like that. Okay, I'm going home. Spend the evening at home, which is not a bad thing. But it would have been nice to watch some football. So, anyway, we'll see what happens. Talk to you later. I had to rake the front yard because my son cuts grass, but he doesn't know how to rake. He came out and helped me, but it drives me nuts. So that's what I get home too. I eat dinner. We have pork chops. It's pretty good. So anywho, what did you feel like when you saw the earthquake? Where were you at?
I was at Advanced Auto in the parking lot.
And what did it feel like?
It was weird because I watched the road actually do that, and the cars like moved back and forth. It was really weird. It was like
she watched the road do this. Come on.
What I said, it freaked me out, and then the cars were bouncing back and forth.
Bouncing back and forth.
Wow, like.
Did you have your glasses on?
No, I didn't. But
Explains a lot.
But an alarm went off in a car too.
Okay, but to see the road go wavy, and cars bouncing, it sounds like a song. That's just really weird.
Shut up, George. You weren't there.
You're right, but I heard some people who were outside didn't even know it happened because it was outside. What about you, Zach? Where were you? What did it feel like to you? The earthquake.
It was weird.
Was the ground wavy?
The house was shaking.
Yeah, the house shaking.
I thought the house was going to collapse. The weird part is I turned on the AC and that's when it started. I thought it was my house. I was like, what is happening? Everything's moving. I saw a glass fall. Mom's thing, it landed on some clothes. So I turned it off and the whole thing stopped. So it freaked me out. And then I heard like 1,001 kids yelling and dogs barking. So I walked outside and asked, did we just have a mini earthquake? For like 10 seconds. That's all it was 10 seconds. And yeah, that's how I found out it was an earthquake.
So no wavies in the road. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with her. Alright, I'm getting a look, so I guess I better get off. Alright, that's it for today. Hope you guys... I'm still getting a look. Hope you guys had a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.